Shirley Bloom, and I'm a longtime member of the Senior Center. I joined back when I was still working when I was 80. I worked at Gilmore Hammond Snyder until they closed. It has been my work, really. My life has always been with something in the way of art or fashion and furniture. I've donated a lot of my time to those kinds of things in the past and at the present. And because of the fact that I spent a lot of time in the art world in the way of design and so forth, I've come to the point now in my life when I've been wanting to experience and learn other things that had escaped me in my college days and in my high school days and so forth. And so where I used to read a lot of books that were based on fiction, I have turned my eyes to the things that are nonfiction and have discovered so many interesting things in the way of philosophy, all kinds of interesting subjects that I never would have thought to look at. But now when I go into the library, the first place I look is for books that are nonfiction and interesting. And I've covered some from Swerve, which is a wonderful book that everybody should read because of what it gives you, history and philosophy, and based on Lucretia's poem, which is so wonderful. And so there are things to be learned at every age, and I'm learning a lot of them right now. And so it makes my day so interesting. And the fact that I volunteer at the Senior Center is all full of joy. And I have a Socrates group, which says Socrates Cafe, which can be very misleading because you think it's going to be something about food. It is food, but it's food for the brain. It's based on Socrates. And so we have discussions that spread from religion to anything you can mention with a philosophical idea about how do you solve these questions and what are the answers to them. And so it's just inspiring to be part of a group like that where you can think about things and try to come to conclusions in your own mind about how things should be and how to best serve humanity. And so those are the things that inspire me. In the past, I did volunteer work by volunteering to redo the clubhouse at Lake Monticello. It was a wonderful experience, and everybody was so happy to find a new place done in a different way. And so that was an inspiration for me. I've done work with the Sarah group for children, where we would do play acting for the children in their certain age groups to make sure they were safe and to let them learn how to approach strangers and how to keep themselves safe. And so I have had a variety of kinds of volunteer work at the Senior Center. For when we had a person who ran the kitchen, I used to help her do the food service for the different evening groups that met there and served food. And so there's always something to find to do. I'm always available for the group that does, as Al does, when the yard sales come up, I'm always there to do the volunteer work that I can, which is the cashiering or whatever else they might need. So I thank you for listening to my story of what I've done, and I just want you to know that when I wake up every day, I say, oh, I'm here. Let's see.